Okay, let's start over.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is attempt number two at episode 25 of the LegacyKnitz podcast.
I had on a Dayglow shirt. It was making me look like the angel of light.
It really was. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
It was crazy.
Because we're in front of the same window.
Yeah, you'll see. I had on, if we do the little...
I'm going to do a little fast forward thing.
Fast forward. And then I went to a sweatshirt. And I had to zip it all the way up, and it's so hot. A sweatshirt is not okay.
Yeah, that didn't work. No, it didn't work.
I might have been wearing this last week.
You think so?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Okay, here we are.
Here we are. Happy first day of summer, because it is... Well, so is the summer solstice the first day of summer, or is it the...
The 21st is usually the summer solstice, which I think is today, but everyone said it was yesterday. Then some people were like, happy summer solstice last week, so I'm totally confused. I always thought it was the 21st of June.
I think today is the summer solstice.
Yeah. And it's the longest day of the year, which it's my favorite day.
Yes.
Winter and summer, because I enjoy the shortest day as much as the longest day.
Yeah.
Because it's all about seasons.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy seasons.
Definitely. So it's the first day of summer. Thank you to all of our returning viewers for coming back and spending some time with us. And to all of our new viewers, thanks for giving us a chance to checking us out. Hopefully you enjoy. And if you do, feel free... what'd you say?
You did that really well.
Thank you. If you do enjoy the podcast, I always forget to say this. Feel free to subscribe. If you do subscribe, you'll get a notification when we upload a new one. And in the summertime, I don't think it'll be quite as often or regular as it normally is. So it might be beneficial to have that notification if you enjoy watching the podcast.
Yes.
So.
And we are super close to 4,000 subscribers.
Yes.
In which case, we are going to have a prize pack of...
Yep.
We have stuff that we've been gathering and stuff that people have sent us. Mm-hmm. Reminds me, I feel like I lost this. No, I know where they are.
So when we do hit 4,000 subscribers, like Mom was saying, we're going to be doing a giveaway. So
we'll have like a prompt.
Yeah, once we hit 4,000, we'll have a really fun gift.
Yeah.
To give away.
And you know, that's a dog in the background, not Romo.
Yeah, if you can hear, that's Howard.
And Howard is a Shar-Pei. Is that how you say it?
I think so.
He's all wrinkly. He's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I just saw him.
Cute. Yeah,
I just saw him. But it is funny, that whole subscribe. Do you know how many podcasts that I watch that I thought I subscribed?
I know.
I never think to. And every once in a while when I hit the button, I'm like, oh, I better make sure I've done that.
Yeah.
I'm so like... And then I'll be like, I didn't know they had a new episode.
Of course.
Like, I'm a subscriber, and I'm not.
No.
It's awful.
But, yeah, it's a helpful tool.
Who are you?
My name is Chelsea.
My name is Sue.
I'm the daughter.
I'm the mother.
So
obvious, though.
No, it's...
Well, the mother-daughter part, if you're new, may not be obvious.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
It's a crapshoot. So, I was just going to say something. We're filming from my new home in Burlington, Vermont, which is why the background is different. Mom came up to visit. Mm-hmm.
So fun to see in person, because we've FaceTimed and you've shown me around, except I thought it was situated differently. Mm-hmm. Like, I was sure that island was facing this way. And now that I'm here, I'm like, no, that didn't even... Why would I have thought that?
But, sometimes, whatever.
It's a super cute apartment, all windows.
Which is a blessing and a curse.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
With the heat.
Yeah. So yesterday was probably the hottest day on record and probably the most humid. I don't know if it's the hottest day on record so far this year, but it was
so far this year, absolutely.
You think so?
Absolutely.
It was definitely up there.
Yeah.
And because there are so many windows, and a lot of them are just picture windows that you can't open, it acts as an oven in here.
Greenhouse effect.
Yeah, it's wild. It gets really hot. But that being said, it is beautiful to have all the natural light and to...
It is, and I think in the winter you will enjoy it more than the summer. Mm-hmm. And I think, again, when you're working, it's when you're home all the time that it's noticeable. So yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's adorable. It's just so clean compared to, like, apartments are tough.
Well, because so many people live in them.
Yes, and if they're in a home, which you've tended to go to, which has always been my favorite, and Ben has always lived in multifamily homes up here, and they're rough.
Yeah.
Even his one dirty. Now is adorable, but it's rough.
It's old.
It's old. But it's super cute.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of making it modern.
Yeah.
So what are you drinking today, Susan?
Oh, well, surprise. You know it's hot because I'm drinking water like crazy and...
Mm-hmm. And you know I'm still me because I'm drinking black coffee.
Okay, let's talk about what you got for a drink yesterday to share with me.
So we went to, Mom and I walked down to Church Street from the apartment to do a little bit of shopping. And so we stopped at Uncommon Grounds, which is one of the local coffee shops. And
it's so great.
It's so cute.
I took some pictures in there.
Oh, you did?
Of you ordering.
So then I will put them in this area.
Yeah, and then what do you call that big machine when you walk in?
Oh,
roaster?
yeah, the coffee roaster, I think. Yeah.
We'll put them in here, maybe.
Yeah, I definitely will.
I'll send them to you.
And so Ben told me about this drink called the Dark Side, which is they have Rookie's root beer on tap.
Which is delicious.
It's so good.
I'm a root beer fan. I don't drink it a lot.
Yeah, I don't even like soda.
Yeah, I don't drink it because of the sugar. I do drink some of the Zevia root beer. I love root beer barrels, the candies. So I've always loved root beer.
Root beer's
Go ahead, Tom.
So it's Rookie's root beer, and their root beer and their iced coffee come out of a tap system. They don't come out of like bottles or anything. It's like actually like beer taps.
She's like, Mom, I'm going to get one to share with you. I'm like, yeah, I love root beer.
I thought it was just going to be one shot of espresso. So I ordered one, and I ordered a small, I think, or a medium. And I
would say a medium.
A medium, maybe then. And it was 2 shots of espresso in a root beer.
I was slurring my words within a minute.
She took a couple of sips, and she was like,
I have a headache.
Oh, God. Oh, God. It was so funny.
I wanted it, and it was so good. That was the killer. I could have slurped that entire thing.
I think I did.
You probably did. But I would have had a massive heart attack.
You probably would have.
I would have.
Yeah.
So I had to stop myself. Plus I was dying of thirst.
I know.
And I'm like, no, I can't have any more. I'm slurring my words already. Who slurs their words from caffeine?
Your brain was just moving too fast.
It was just moving faster. How did you say it? You said it was hysterical.
It's like your mouth can't catch up to your thoughts or something like that. Like your mouth can't translate exactly how fast your brain was going.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But it was really good.
Really good.
And the reason, so their coffee is so strong because they're like, the way they roast them is like super, like it's all, it's Vermont Earthy Crunchy. It's super like organic and this, that, and the other thing. But it makes the coffee, I think, much stronger. So 2 shots of espresso is really like if you were to go to Starbucks, it's probably like 4.
A shot of caffeine to your heart and brain.
It's like an epinephrine shot.
Yeah.
I can say that because I have an EpiPen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway.
So you can handle a lot of caffeine.
Mm-hmm. I'm on cup 5
this morning?
Well, and it also depends on how you define a cup of coffee. Like for me, so I really only have 3 or 2.5 of these cups. But if you look at the coffee maker, I made 6 cups. And I only have like this much left.
And let's say it. If we go out, you're going to get one.
Absolutely. Because I need it iced. Like, that's the difference.
You should make your own.
It's hard because you can never make it strong enough. Because
you just take that and put it in the fridge, don't you?
You can. But the thing with iced coffee is it dilutes it so much. Because once you put the ice in there, it's...
But no, don't put ice in.
Oh,
just put the coffee in the fridge.
And you want to know what else you can do, which I have done. Coffee ice cubes. You gotta.
I would love that.
It's so well, and if you put it in coffee that you've refrigerated, it's like.
This is a coffee podcast.
Yeah, sorry. I love coffee.
It's so funny because everyone in our family loves coffee. As far as Ben does. Does Ben?
He definitely drinks it. I don't know if he's like obsessed. But.
Jacob definitely does. Like he needs it. He needs it a certain way. He's
very particular.
He's
about
very particular about.
And he actually gets what I have, the Vermont Gourmet Organic whatever. Like he gets that at Stop and Shop.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. So, anyways, that was it. So we walked down to Church Street. We were on a mission to get the coffee. Mm-hmm. And then we're going back. Well, let's go backwards through our day. Let's go backwards. Then we went to...
We are going backwards.
I know.
No, it's okay. I'm fine with it.
We're on Church Street right now.
Yeah, so picture this.
Around.
we arrive at Church Street. We need a cool beverage and some air conditioning to cool down. So we went.
Okay, let's talk air conditioning in Vermont. They don't know how to use it.
It's always. Well, I think it's like the energy conservation. It's the.
Enough.
It's just not super strong. Like it's definitely there, and when you walk in for the first time, you can feel it. But once you're in there for like 5 minutes, you've totally adjusted, and you feel just as hot as before.
Yeah, I'm looking for the business card.
Oh, mine's in my wallet.
It's all right. Anyways, the shop's name is Nido. Is that, am I saying it right?
Yep, Nido. Let's see if we do that.
Nido. It's not on Church Street.
No, it's on College Street.
On College, so it's off of Church Street. It's a little sign. It's up a thing of stairs. Mm-hmm. It's sewing and knitting. Mm-hmm. But as far as sewing, I feel like it was more concentrated as quilting than, I mean, it definitely had patterns like for wardrobe.
They had patterns for wardrobe. They had samples for like tote bags and chair bean bags that you can sit on. And they are very. I felt like she was knowledgeable about wardrobe. Oh, she knew so much.
Yes, she's so lovely. I wish I got her name. She might have told us.
I don't think she. I don't even think we asked.
So
we weren't
helpful, and so that is one thing I will say is the yarn shops we've been in up here. Holy cow! As far as
night and day.
Mm-hmm. As far as I don't know who the owner was of Nido, if she was the owner or she was just an employee, but unbelievably wonderful. Mm-hmm. So thoughtful and caring, like asked what we were working on. I was looking for more Quince & Co. Lark for my stonecutter because I heard the dye lots can be very close. And I am so afraid I'm going to run out of yarn. So I just want like 3 skeins extra because it won't go to waste.
Exactly. If you have that in your stash, you'll use it.
Right. And she was like, oh, what sweater are you making? And she went and looked it up because she wanted to see what it looked like. She was lovely.
She was so nice.
And then was like, oh, tell me what else you're knitting on. And truly cared. Like, I didn't feel like it was conversation. It was...
No, she was very interested.
Very interested. And
knew about Molly of a Homespun House, which is no surprise.
No surprise.
But
yeah. Yeah, very nice. So I have become obsessed with Susan B. Anderson's newest sheep pattern.
I don't even know what they're called.
I don't either. Most people know about them. There's 3 of them to choose from. There's a color work, there's a loopy one, and then there's just a textured one. I don't know which one I'm going to make. Well, obviously I'm going to make the colored work one. Mm-hmm. I think I have enough for 2 at least.
I think that's a... If a sheep took all of that...
It doesn't.
I would be shocked.
I would be... So it's chickadee. Mm-hmm. So the colors, because I know people always ask, Gumlian's Gull, which is my stonecutter colorway too. Mm-hmm. I love it. That's good. It's one of their tweeds. Did she call it a tweed?
Heathers.
Heathers.
It's a heather, yeah.
She said the heathers they can't keep in the shop, and I get it because I love texture. Mm-hmm. I'm not one to do a lot of solid color knitting.
Neither am I.
Because I like more depth. Mm-hmm. Having said that, these both are solids. Mm-hmm. And this is Frank's Plum. It's pretty true.
Yeah, I think
just
so.
A deep, rich grape. Mm-hmm. And then this is just the egret. Is that how you say that? Egret? Bird? I don't know. It's kind of blown out, but it's a winter white.
It's white, yeah.
It's not white. It's like it looks whiter there and creamier with us.
I feel like if you get it closer to the camera, maybe. There we go.
Yeah, it's so pretty. So those are going to be for my sheep. I could have bought a million things in there. She had Helen Draper, right?
Is it Jill Draper?
Jill Draper. Or Helen.
Or Helen.
Maybe
she has a sister.
No, it's Jill. Jill Draper.
Yeah, she had a lot. She had a full table of Jill
Draper. Sweet Georgia. Which I feel like I've never seen out and about.
Whole wall of quince. Actually, 2 walls.
Yes.
A lot of local. She had Madeline Tosh DK.
Some local homegrown. Gorgeous. Don't remember.
They had fringe supply bags. Like, it was very... It almost, like... Boutique-y is the wrong word because I always think of like dollar signs when I think of boutique, but it was just they're very selective and they supply very high quality.
No, what do you call it? Like Barocco, big name.
Yeah, like the big box indie dyers.
Yeah.
That's such an oxymoron, but you guys know what we mean, like the Malabrigos.
Barocco is more a standard line of yarn.
Okay.
Then they have every different type, and it is kind of a lot of shops carry that as their one standard line. Mm-hmm. They didn't have anything like that, a one standard line, which... No. And the first time I walked in, I have to admit, I was like, oh, they don't have a lot.
They've grown since the last time we've gone. I know they have.
Well, and that was probably 2 years ago, mm-hmm. and I didn't even realize how lucky I would be to be in a store with Quince at the time.
Same. Yeah.
So I didn't give it a fair shot and look around. This time I thought, whoa, this is a great yarn store. Mm-hmm. Great.
Well, and when Jenny and Devin said it, because I know they really liked Nito,
mm-hmm.
like they really had a lot of good things to say about it, I was like, man, maybe we just didn't give it a fair shot. But I do think that they have really upped their game as far as their inventory.
I do too. I do too. But I think even when we went in,
we didn't realize.
I didn't even realize the value of mm-hmm. being able to buy Quince off the shelf, mm-hmm. because that's not a yarn that we find in Connecticut at all.
Well, and we were talking to the owner, and she was saying that it's really not common in many places.
No, they select, I think, who they want.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Love it. And I will talk about, again, the price of Quince is so phenomenal mm-hmm. for what a great yarn. Like, I mean, $8. I know a lot of people don't talk price, but I think it's important. $8.10.
Mm-hmm. And how many yards do you get for that?
181 yards. It's a DK weight.
Oh, DK, okay.
100% American wool. I think that's a phenomenal price. Like, I didn't even bat an eyelash to buy these 3.
That is a phenomenal price.
Under $10.
That's wild.
I think it's great. Mm-hmm. So, if you're in the area and you're looking for Quince, I know Quince is in Maine, but it's not readily available. I mean, I can go online and order any one of them, but what a treat to see that wall. Why didn't we ask her to take pictures? If we could take pictures?
Because we weren't thinking. We were swept up.
We were. It would have been so nice to have some pictures to put in, because also the aesthetic of the shop, the antique luggage.
It's gorgeous.
It was just beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. Whoever's designing the layout and the...
Just a great use of... And it very, I would say, minimalist look, mm-hmm. which I really enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really, it's a cool
nice.
shop.
Yeah.
And so when I was there, I finally decided that I'm going to start sewing. It got me.
It did. And it's so funny because, and thinking about that, I kept saying before this, Chelsea, I think you should be sewing your own clothes.
And I was like,
and you were like, no. And I thought, oh, darn it. I really thought you would love it. You just, the switch went off.
Being in that store, I don't know what it was. It was really, like, inspiring, I think. Because it was very, like Mom was saying, minimalistic, but...
Not even, just simple.
Simple. That's exactly what it was.
I wasn't on overload when I looked at... You know how sometimes you can be so, like... It was just... It's just so well done. Ooh, there's lots of dogs.
No.
Has he met any of them?
No.
I think he would like Howard.
He would probably love Howard. The others are
big dogs. They're big dogs around here, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk about the sewing.
So I saw just this pattern for a basic t-shirt, and I don't know what it was. Maybe it was their selection of fabrics, but something in there just really spoke to me. And I decided, so they do a create night, or what did you call it? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Maker, creator night.
Yeah. Every second Tuesday of the month. So I think I'm going to start going to that, because what they do is they have these great large tables with cutting boards, and they have all the tools, and they just let you come in and, they open up all of their equipment and everything. So I think I'm going to try and get to one of those and buy the pattern, buy some fabric, cut out the fabric, and then come back home and give it a go.
I think you have to wash the fabric first.
Oh, you're right.
I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. I want to say people are screaming, yes,
yeah, you probably do.
So it might be worth going, buying.
Getting all the supplies.
And even getting in your head, the whole thing. Yeah.
So, but anyway, I'm going to start making my own clothes, even if it's just t-shirts, little simple t-shirts.
Do you think it had anything to do with the heat yesterday?
Maybe.
Because I felt like I just want to make lightweight clothes. I don't know.
That could be. It definitely could be.
But you were on fire. Of course, I think it had to do with some of the caffeine.
I did just have 2 shots of espresso before
But you were, like, on the walk home, you were like, oh my gosh, Mom, I'm dying to do it now. I'm dying to do it. I want to do it. And I thought, gosh, I didn't think that switch would go off because I pictured you as wanting to sew your own clothes, like as we were watching podcasts of the people of your generation.
And that didn't even do it.
And you were like, no, I don't think so. And then I thought, well, I'll learn and I'll make her clothes because you would be fun to sew for.
I think it'll be fun.
Because I feel like I could make you the things that I would love to wear, but just don't really have the body type for. Mm-hmm. So now I think I'm going to let you go with it.
Yeah.
So you can teach me.
Yeah.
Because you would be good at showing me.
Yeah, I could definitely do that.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to start sewing, you guys. So I'll keep you updated with any developments or whatnot.
And she was so excited about the whole place that I think her excitement was overflowing.
Yeah.
And we also talked about, I think she would be a good connection for you as far as maybe the way she helped. Like different styles were, for different people on learning. Mm-hmm. And I was feeling like her, not that we know that, but just by being around her and seeing, I don't know, I think she would be a good match for helping.
She had very relaxed energy, but while being very like,
professional
and connected, like engaged. That's what I was looking
Too bad we don't know this poor woman's name because
she was great.
She was great.
Can't say enough good things about her.
Yeah.
So that was one stop that we made.
That was one stop. That was our last stop of the day, and then we turned around and walked home. Mm-hmm. And now let's start at the beginning of our day. So I got here at like 11:30, and the goal was to get to where Ben worked to have lunch with him because I wanted to see around because he works for a super cool company. I wanted to see the insides. I wanted to see where he worked. Mm-hmm. I wanted to know, like when he talked about it, I always love having then the ability to picture it, and now I know exactly. And I have to say, it probably was pretty much what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So anyways, we had lunch in the cafeteria. It was super delicious. I don't know if we already talked about this because we started recording. Did we already?
We haven't yet for this one, no.
So we just had a really light, delicious lunch, really inexpensive and healthy, and
a lot of it's a lot of it is local, so they'll get a lot of their produce, and I think meats too, from local farms,
and they grow some of it on the roof.
Yep, all their herbs and
super cool vegetable. It looked like there was going to be vegetables,
tomatoes and stuff.
That alone, holy cow! And we were talking like how this company like really knows how to run and really knows how to treat its people. And then I remember turning to you going, it is not rocket science.
It isn't.
Like it's so simple. It's so basic, and it's so how my brain works that I don't know what is the big deal. Why can't every company run like this? It's basically the Google of Vermont. They treat their, like Ben at lunchtime goes to a CrossFit class, showers, has a bite to eat, and is back at his desk. Or goes and plays. What were they doing today?
Ultimate Frisbee.
They go to the local park. They just look happy. They do.
If you treat your employees well, they're going to treat you well.
They're going to give you good work. And Ben is really all about that right now, like learning and wanting to do more and wanting to move around.
Yeah.
That's just amazing. Again, not rocket science.
Right.
I don't know what takes people so long to get this.
I think it's one of the most basic things that you learn even in kindergarten. You treat people how you would want to be treated.
And then you get the best from them.
And you want to know what I have to say? So I have been interviewing a lot up here, and the overwhelming majority of the companies that I have interviewed for have that same outlook. Yeah. And you know, I can't think of the word, but whatever.
Mentality, really.
Mentality, yeah. So I think up here it's really the norm because it has to be, because if you don't have that mindset, people are going to be like, well, see, I'm going to go to Joe Schmo down the road who does have that kind of a culture. And so
that makes me so happy. So happy to be in a place where you're appreciated. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Like I said, I mean, when I owned the frame shop, I don't know how to be any different than that. So anyways, so then after Ben, we stopped at the Must Love Yarn, which was so much fun because I had heard so much about it. through you, through Jenny's talked about it, Jenny and Devin. And oh my gosh, again, what lovely. Oh my gosh, Kelly, right when we walked in, was just so warm and welcoming. And just the smile on her face was just so genuine and so like, oh, hi, you guys. And it was so nice. And then Carol came in after that and was like, oh my gosh, I watch your podcast, which is so weird. Like, why would people watch our podcast? But they do, a lot of them. And that was so fun to chat with her. The store is amazing. Their selection is so well-rounded. So they have something for everyone. It was gorgeous. That's all I can say. It really was. And their knitting area. I really almost wanted to just sit on the couch and knit.
Yeah, it's a huge space. And they have knit nights 2 days a week, Wednesday and Sunday. She said, we were talking to Kelly about the size of the classes, and she said typically it's 15 to 20 people. So they have a good community. That's a lot.
That's a huge community. Having worked in a yarn store, that's a huge community. You know what I loved? Well, I can't say the best, but one of the features about their shop that I really enjoyed was how their yarns are separated. Like you were like, the fingering weight is over in that room.
Yeah, so when I went in the first time, Kelly kind of gave me the lay of the land, so I could kind of help Mom.
I loved that about their shop.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very well organized. They're definitely developing their inventory. They're growing, you can tell, even since last time I was in there. And
again, a really super diverse, like I felt like anything I was looking for, I would find there. I would find. And
they have a whole wall of yarns that come from local suppliers and spinners and farmers. And I think it seems like they keep just getting more and more. So that's really cool. They have high sharps.
Oh.
Which that alone.
I was in heaven about that. And I ended up getting a pair to add to my interchangeable set for the sleeves of my Maidwell, which I'm not going to call featherweight today.
It's so easy to...
I know. So, got that, and I also thought Kelly was so welcoming as far as being a newcomer to Vermont and helping you navigate and giving you job ideas and people like the CrossFit thing. Like, that's just such a nice feeling of people that are willing to share their knowledge, because not everyone is like that in the world.
Yeah, you're right.
Not everyone is, and that was super nice, I thought.
Yeah.
As your mom, it felt like...
Yeah, she was very sweet.
Very sweet, and very wanted to help you connect to the community, which... It's nice that you already have friends here through Ben.
Definitely.
But I feel like she was really going to open your world in the yarn part of it. And very cool. Very cool.
Definitely.
What did I buy there? Because I could not buy anything besides needles.
Needles, yes. It's so yummy.
I love this.
It's gorgeous.
I'm kind of all about vanilla socks right now. And this is going to be... And this comes with, which I've never used, but it's nice, that reinforcing thread for the heels.
And what do you do with that?
You just combine it.
Oh, so you double it.
Yeah, like with heels and toes, you could use it to make them extra strong. I don't wear through my socks that rapidly, especially this really sturdy kind of sock yarn. So I wouldn't take the time, but if you're someone that does, I would take the time. And I like when people include this.
Definitely.
I do. Somebody else includes it a lot. I can't remember.
I've never seen it before.
Yeah. Not Opal, but Regia used to, I think.
Oh.
I think they used to. So anyways, I got that.
Those are going to be so cool. I can't wait for you to cast those on.
I couldn't resist. So yeah, that was my purchases of the day. I wasn't going to get anything, but I really...
Ooh, you were up here.
I was up here. And I do love to support local shops, but more than that, I love what I got.
Yeah.
Love what
it's amazing. What dark again? This is so
dark, but it's not horrible because at least I'm not the shining bright angel.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that was a little glowy.
Yeah,
earlier. Got a little sun yesterday.
Yeah, you did. So that was the majority of our day. And then, did we already talk about the pizza?
I don't think we did in this one.
I don't think so.
I always hear people do this, and I'm like, boy, it is hard to remember.
It is.
Imagine doing it 2 or 3 times.
No. No, this is unusual for us that we're even doing it twice. But, so we got pizza at night at Felino's, which is in Shelburne. Vermont, and it's connected to the Fiddlehead Brewery.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Mom had been dying to go, so.
The shrimp.
Bang Bang Shrimp.
Bang Bang Shrimp with chipotle sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Just the right amount of sauce, because I don't really like sauce. Good. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And I've decided what it is. I didn't have any of the prosciutto one, just because, not that I wouldn't like it, I just like the other two so much.
More, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't like cheese on pizza. That's what brings you down. That's the heavy piece.
It'll weigh you down, yeah.
Because, did the shrimp one have any cheese on it? Maybe light.
Yeah, maybe lightly.
The tomato one didn't. It had basil and garlic. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know it didn't have cheese on it.
Me neither. I wasn't even thinking twice about
I wasn't either, but you know what? It's so much lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure I ate 6 pieces.
Yeah, I stopped eating.
That's not even possible for me in a normal pizza, 2 at the most.
Yeah, I can do 4 to 5.
And we weren't even full.
No, we left and we were like, oh, I'm comfortable.
Could have easily... I mean, I'm glad we didn't, because once it started settling, I was definitely like, no, I'm full. Mm-hmm. But could have easily then gone on to Ben & Jerry's.
Yeah. Oh, I still haven't had my first ice cream cone at the summer, you guys.
No. Maybe that'll be lunch.
It's not a bad idea.
Nothing like ice cream for lunch.
Yeah. So...
let's get to knitting.
Anyway, so that was our day yesterday. And then, today we woke up early.
Knit for a while.
And then we decided to do a little podcast.
Yeah, while we're here.
So... let's talk some knitting.
Let's talk knitting.
Do you want to go first?
I don't have that much. You go first.
Okay. I'll show my blanket first since I have it right here. So I have been working on my blanket well, I wouldn't even say quite a bit, but a little.
Anything's a lot in the heat with
it's
a blanket.
True, with a blanket.
This makes me hot just looking at it.
Yes. So this one I'm almost done with now. Yeah, so you can kind of see, I didn't put progress keepers on all of them. I don't know why. Beautiful. I just got lazy. So I've done this one. I did this one. I did this one. I did this one.
I love how your direction goes, whichever way you feel like.
Yeah, I really like that too.
I love that. It's beyond gorgeous.
Thank you. I did this one, which this was my Swishalicious yarn. I did a lot. Wow. I did this one. And I did this one right here. So how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I did this one too. 5, 6, 7, 8. I did 9 squares.
That's a lot. You've had a lot of knitting time.
I've had a lot of knitting time.
You've had a lot of knitting time.
Definitely.
Is that a treat or?
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
I like it, but I also like for knitting to be my treat, like my.
Not your everyday.
That being said, if I had a job knitting full time and I was getting paid for it,
totally
I would
different.
love it. I would
totally
love it.
Different.
But,
yeah. Well, it's that probably feeling of, I wish I was working, because it's nerve-wracking. Or should be working.
Not that I want to be working, because who wants to be working? But the guilt.
Yeah. So now that you haven't been working, do you enjoy not working, or are you a worker?
If I was...
Depending on what you're doing, I bet.
No. If I had a bank account full of money...
You would enjoy not working?
I would love not working.
Okay.
I would love it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I would probably be more entrepreneurial, and I would try working for myself.
You would.
But in the situation in which I'm in right now, I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
It's very stressful.
Yeah. That's what it would feel like, I think, for me at your age.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I guess I can't accurately answer that question because
it's a hard one.
It's very situational. It's
good to take advantage of, because you're doing all the work to get a job. So when you've done all the work, to live in the moment and enjoy the knitting.
And I am trying to keep that in mind and say,
as long as it's a hard one to do. It's kind of like keep your mind where your body is, and if you've done all the work, there's no need to worry and stress about it. It's a waste of energy. Right. But I totally get it.
Yeah.
I can say that as an older person.
Well, you've been here. You've done this.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I know when I did work, when I went back to work a couple years ago at the yarn shop for a while. I mean, I've always worked for myself quite a bit. That's always been my way of having an income, is having a small business of some sort. Mm-hmm. But when I went back to work at the yarn shop for a while, which I really enjoyed, but I really missed being in control of my time. I love being in control of my time. Like, I love that I can come up and visit you whenever I want.
Yeah, that is very cool.
Well, not when, you know what I mean. Like,
whatever you want.
Close enough that if I want to come up, I can. And I should take advantage of that while I can. But I remember saying I didn't appreciate when I was home. Like, now I still remember that when I'm home all day doing whatever I want. Like, you know, this is really, I really do believe it's a luxury. I don't take it for granted at all. I feel like I'm very fortunate to be able to, let's say it, I should be off working. Yeah. But you know what? It's priorities. It's kind of like, I'd rather go without and have more time.
Well, and I mean, I guess it's different now, but like, you were a mom. Like,
that
you
to
were
me,
a great mom, and that is the hardest
I'm sure
job.
You've forgotten a lot of it.
Oh, I remember it all. But now that I'm of the age of which I will eventually have children, I appreciate it and I understand where all of that came from.
Yes.
Not that it was all of that, but you know what I mean. Like those times where we would butt heads.
I mean, I was tough. Yeah, I definitely was tough.
But
I'm an old school. I'm a John Rosemond, minus the spanking and all that. There was never a need for it.
John Rosemond?
Oh, he was my guru when you guys were young.
Was he like a parenting?
Yeah, he should be everyone's guru.
Okay.
Dad was more of a mush than me.
He was tough. He was a softie. If you wanted something, you went to
go to Dad.
You went to Dad.
Yeah, never come to Mom. And I'd have to pre-warn him, like, if they come to you.
And I feel like he didn't. Maybe he did listen to you, but I feel like sometimes
he was a mush. He was a mush. He still is.
Yeah, he is.
He still is, but that's why we all love him. Okay, let's keep with knitting. So you worked on that.
Do you want me to keep going?
Go one more.
Okay.
I don't have that much.
And then I cast on, and I showed this at the first split screen, the little mini-sode. I cast on 2 more socks, and I'm doing this for, we were watching Tracy and Jody's most recent episode this morning too, but I've been looking everywhere to see if they've started the second sock of Summer Cal.
I think so.
But it's not, I don't know.
Is there a thread in their group? You don't do
honestly,
Ravelry. We're such bad Ravelry people.
I think the knitting community could run off of Instagram. Because Instagram is intuitive. You can search things quickly and efficiently. Ravelry, I look at it and I'm like,
I know. I'm the same. So when you message me on Ravelry, just give me a good 2 weeks.
Same.
Good 2 weeks.
Same.
But I agree with you. I get all my information on Instagram. Instagram is so great.
Like if I go to Tracy or Jody's page, I can just look and see. And they're so cool. They do all their pictures with like that really cool writing on it.
Yes.
So like that's what I keep doing is I keep going to their Instagram and seeing like if they have a hashtag like second sock of Summer Cal started.
Maybe it started.
Shame on me. I shouldn't be.
Maybe it started today being summer. The summer solstice.
Maybe. I don't know, but I have to check.
Yeah,
regardless.
We'll find out. We'll private message them.
We'll private message them. So I cast on 2 of my second socks. They're both blueberry waffle.
Oh.
It's kind of getting blown out.
I love them. They're perfect.
I love them. This one I got a little something funky was going on. I accidentally only did, I don't know. You can see.
No one's going to know.
It won't matter. See how this row's longer?
Yeah, it's going to be at the top of your...
So,
oh my gosh, I love them.
Yeah,
they're so squishy.
They're so squishy. And these are I showed them last time, but these are the first socks on my lovely sock blockers
which are hanging on the wall over there, and it's so cute.
Yeah, I love them.
So cute.
So I cast them on. They're both blueberry waffles. These ones I'm using Knit Picks double-pointed needles. They're little shorties, which I really enjoy. I
do too. I still have a set of yours.
You can see they're like rainbow.
Somewhere.
Oh yeah,
on some sock at home. Yeah. I think it's by narwhals.
So I'm almost to the heel. I think I have just a little more to go until the heel. This one I haven't done as much on because I don't love the needles that I'm knitting them on.
This is a tough cord for socks.
It's a pain in the ass, excuse my language, but it is a
This is what happens when she gets hot.
I'm so uncomfortable right now. I'm just going to say it. My entire lower body is drenched in sweat.
It's because of Romo. Mm-hmm. Romo, you want to sit with me?
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
No, he's not. Oh. Anyway. So that's the other thing that one of the other things that I've been working on.
I get it. So I love Chow-Goos, but this cord is super stiff. It's not really great for Magic Loop.
Well, because you pull it through, and you're sitting here. I mean, I guess it's not that bad. It's just not
pliable.
Yeah.
I like a little more flexibility in my cords.
But I know a lot of people do like it. So
they do.
Don't rule it out because I'm saying I don't like it, because I know that a lot of
and the
people
needles are terrific.
Exactly. Like, I wanted to order these for my Garter Goodness.
You would have loved them.
I know. And they sent me the wrong needles.
She's having a rough couple days.
A really rough couple
It's the heat. It's killing her.
First world problems. What am I talking about? I'm fine.
First world problems.
First world problems. So that's what I've been working on.
I have so few things because I'm out of my. But you know what? I brought enough stuff.
How many projects?
Let's see. I brought the stone cutter, which I haven't opened. I brought a pair of socks. I brought the Maidwell, and I brought my spinning. You heard
Drop
me.
Spindle
Drop
spinning.
spindle, Gabby. You're going to be so proud of me. Okay, so yesterday we didn't do a lot of knitting. We were really out and about quite a bit, which was super fun. But this sock is taking me forever. It's like
I can't get into the rhythm.
Well, it's because I bring it places like in the car, and I don't get anything done. But I love it. If I'm good enough to join the second sock, I'm gonna
look at those.
Look at these. They're beautiful. This is the yarn you didn't want.
I know,
and I love it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I love knitting with it. It's opal.
It's
one of the.
No, it's Arnie and Carlos.
Isn't that opal though? Arnie and Carlos? I don't know.
I think it is.
No, it might not be.
I don't know.
I don't
Regia.
know. Is it Regia?
Is Arnie and Carlos.
They're not going to hire us for anything.
No.
Ask us for anything. Look at how pretty.
Those colors are gorgeous.
I love them.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
I am really, you know what? I've got to get going on socks because I was going to have a full box. Like I was going to need 3 boxes. No.
Not so much.
Again, I don't even know how that works, box of socks. When do we add that? We will look into that. But this is box of socks. Second sock cow. Could be the stack of socks from the Bakery Bears. Yeah. They're doing a stack of socks.
I could definitely have a stack of socks.
Yeah, well, no, we got to knit more socks. This would not be a stack.
What defines a stack?
I think you win by the stack.
Oh.
I think that's the goal. I have no clue. I should not talk about things I know nothing about.
I'll cut it out.
Cut it out. Anyway, so that's that. Okay? All right, show your Garter Goodness. It's going to be so hot. We got to get her to do that before she melts.
Well, I got Rummel off of my lap, and I smell like sweat right now. Oh, this is awful.
So hot.
Okay.
She's coming. She's
going to be right large. Back.
She's playing the role of Molly right now.
Yes.
She left the screen.
I'm playing
my sunglasses are in here. I'm going to be looking everywhere for them. Okay, here it is. So I took a picture on Instagram.
Yeah, there's a picture. So for anybody... Oh, let's flip it the other way, because this is the back side. Oh.
So finally, 60-inch cord.
60
I want to hold it close so they can see that.
There we go.
It's really, it's showing up beautiful. Oh my gosh.
I love it. So I need to, what I'm thinking for this very last, this chocolate brown that you're seeing right here is the very last big chunk of the shawl, which is exciting, which means the end is near.
It's so much knitting.
Yes. So, and I have to say, so before I was saying I can just knit, and the row size doesn't bother me. It's
killing you right now.
I do 1 row at a time, and then I put it down and I have to work on something else.
Well, what's really interesting is, again, for somebody that struggles with patience, I'm shocked that you did this much without saying, ugh.
I never got bored.
Didn't.
I'm not even bored now. It's just the time commitment to sit down and work on it has become much greater.
Plus, I feel like it's not an option to just grab in this heat.
No.
It's not.
I have to knit it away from myself.
It's not an option. So I feel like you should just look at it like on a cooler day is when you pick it up. Because let's face it, you're not going to need it for quite a while.
Oh, no, definitely not. But also, shoot, where are they? I wanted to show my buttons because I haven't shown my buttons
Yes,
yet.
I thought of this last week.
So
talk about that.
The Garter Goodness, you have the option to add buttons at all the points so that you can, if you look up this pattern on Ravelry, you'll see all the different ways that Stephen has made it possible for you to wear this garment, essentially, because it's not a shawl. Like, it is a shawl, and it is a blanket, but it can also be a vest or a kimono or a million different things. And that is all possible by putting buttons on the corners and using the eyelet holes.
The eyelets. But the eyelets are small.
Yeah,
so
but
you
I'm
got
not
good
worried.
No, you got good size buttons. I mean,
Yeah.
They're hysterical. The buttons are hysterical.
Okay, so first things, we'll do the buttons since I'm talking about it. So we went to, when I was home the other weekend, Mom and I went to our the Connecticut local yarn store, Creative Fibers, and I got buttons. So, first one is a lemon.
They're hysterical. You just kept grabbing the funkiest ones they had.
I love it. Well, and food,
Yeah.
I love food. So, and a strawberry. And
This one.
a Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's so cool.
Stephen West is, how fun would it be if he was watching right now, which would never happen.
Never, but that's okay. I love you, Stephen.
Because he does comment sometimes on your...
Every once in a while,
Every once in a while. So I think he's going to die when he sees these.
I hope so. I'm going to do a photo shoot, I've decided, like he does. I'm going to. Anyway.
Have Benny do it.
Yep, I'm going to. A pig.
Oh my gosh.
And this one...
What is
that
one?
Broken? No, it's just a different type. And a heart.
They are hysterical.
Collectively, let me put them all on the thing so you can see them all, like, side by side.
They're hysterical.
I love them. So I don't even know if this is enough or if it's too many or how many I'm going to need because I didn't even bother counting. I just grabbed the ones that I really
you
like.
might add to it. You might not need... who knows?
Yeah. So look at these. How freaking fun.
So hysterical. Only you. I would go and be like, oh, I'll get a green one, and I'll get a pink one.
But that's fun too.
It
There's nothing wrong with
is,
that.
but that's what's going to make it you, which I love.
I love the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I do
and I think
too.
I will have to name him, and probably the pig.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I love it. So what I'm thinking now is for this last chocolate chunk, which is not going to be as thick as this one, because they just keep getting thinner because the rows keep getting longer.
Thank goodness.
Yes and no. Ugh. But so I think I'm going to do these two colored stripes in the chalk. So you see how I've been doing stripes like here and here.
What? The only thing I wish you had a little more of is
Tell
that
me.
peachy one.
This one right here.
To bring it up to here.
I know.
Because you know me and my symmetry.
I know, and I don't have enough. I definitely don't have enough.
And was that a unicorn tail?
Mm-hmm.
Did I buy one that color? I didn't. That is just stunning. That whole area. Look at that.
I love it.
You could be Stephen West's clone as far as wildness, colorness in this piece.
Maybe in
I
this
feel
piece,
like you've done it to his standard.
I love it.
I do too.
I feel like I will wear it all winter long.
You're gonna live in
long.
it. You're gonna bring it to work. It's gonna be your like when you get chilly.
I'm gonna be the crazy girl.
Because if they don't know how to use heat, like they don't know how to use air conditioning, you're in trouble, girlfriend.
I know, I am in trouble.
You're
but that's
in trouble.
okay because I have hand knits. So
See, and I can stand the heat. Like I thought, oh well, we'll walk to Church Street and then we'll go sit in the coffee place while we do our thing, because it'll cool us down. Nope.
Mm-mm.
The only place was Starbucks, which we went in to find something they didn't have.
Yeah.
Darn it.
So that's my garter goodness. So the needles that I bought them at Mom actually got them for me at Must Love Yarn.
Oh yes, I was like, what did I get?
They are interchangeables. So I got the 60-inch cord and then the marbles.
These snacks are really they look so good too.
Yes. So interchangeables with marble tips, size 5s.
And now, do you think those are slowing you down at all? They
Absolutely. Yep, and we knew they would. They have a lot of drag.
Yeah.
I've used them before. But it's also, I think, helping to keep the stitches on the needles when I put it, because I have to put it down mid-row very often.
Absolutely. I would.
Yeah, before when I was using the Hayas.
You have to be so careful that when you pick it up, you don't accidentally turn it. Like, I've done that before, like going in the wrong direction, not thinking.
How?
I just do. I know, like you wouldn't because the yarn is always in a certain spot.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I pick. Maybe it's like if I was purling or something.
Oh, okay.
So then I don't go back. So it's created like a short, and there's a
short
hole. I'm like, oh my! I've done it before.
Oh no, I haven't done it yet. Knock on wood.
I think I did it on my Maidwell, and I was like, oh, it's when I put it down, and then I just pick it up carelessly and start knitting.
Going. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
So anyway, that's my garter goodness.
All right,
It's
and
huge.
mine is. I think I've spent the most time. I have not had a huge knitting week last week. I forgot why. I think I'm just distracted, and I can't seem to focus on one thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's summertime too.
Yeah, I know, but it's bugging me. It's like, oh, why can't I just stay focused?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm loving my yarn knit. I'm loving it.
I'm obsessed.
I'm loving it.
Always have it.
I do too. For things like this,
Mm-hmm.
I love it because it's so easy to pick up, and it's always just as I left it.
Yes.
Not like tangled. So anyways, I'm working on my Maidwell. I love it.
Gorgeous. I can't wait to talk about this right now.
I love it. And I didn't alternate. I didn't want to. I wanted to thoroughly enjoy the knit. And I keep going back and forth with that space of that stripy look, but then I look here and I say it's the same. It's a hand-dyed yarn.
Well, and it's a naturally occurring stripe.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool.
I love it. And I have one of the skeins is, maybe even two of the skeins are a little not as variegated.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. They're going to be either the band
Mm-hmm.
or the, like, it's just, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It's
going
don't
to be
care.
gorgeous.
It is I don't need to go on and on about the yarn. It's perfect.
You will live in it.
I'm going to live in this. I do want to finish it. I feel like it's going to be my summer night knit, like my wear when it's a little chilly,
Yeah, for sure.
instead of a sweatshirt. I plan on wearing it to death.
Yep, I think you will.
I don't care if it wears, it's not going to be one of those, I'm going to save it because I love it. I'm going to wear it till I wear it out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of dogs. A lot of dogs. So I am in love.
Yeah.
So I have to do 14 and a half inches from the armhole.
Mm-hmm. What are you at now, 12?
I think I'm at about 11. Oh, I could do less. I'm going to keep trying it on.
I haven't actually seen you try it on yet.
I know, it's so hot. I have tried it on, and I do think the Maidwell is a little longer, and I think I'm not going to do it as long as it says, but you do 14 and a half, and then you do 3 inches of ribbing. So I'm going to measure where 17 and a half falls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a desire for it to be super long. I don't want it to be super short. I want it to be perfect.
Like right at the waist, or right at like
Yes,
the waistline.
and because it's top down, it can be perfect.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know what? There's no seams. There is no sewing.
Love it.
Why would you go any other way? It's the perfect sweater. So it's the Maidwell by Hoagie Locatelli.
Mm-hmm.
It is my answer to the featherweight because I wanted it to be a little fuller of a sweater.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I'm so excited.
It's the most gorgeous.
This is going to be a Rhinebeck sweater if it's warmer. I'm also considering making, I can never put it down once I start holding it.
So pretty.
And I shouldn't cover my mouth because I can't hear if I can't see a mouth.
Yeah.
Like right now, I wouldn't be able to hear me. Sorry. So anyways, I'm considering making a really pretty shawl.
To go with it? Ooh, what kind of yarn are you
I
thinking?
don't know. I really have no clue.
Oh, I could see like a really earthy, crunchy, tweedy, natural.
Natural?
Yeah. That's what I could see, but that's just me.
Yeah, I'm going to almost a soft gray.
I don't think you'd look super like covered in gray.
I might. Or, let's say it, a
The
deep.
navy.
Yeah.
Navy could be really good.
I don't know, but I love it. I'm enjoying the knit so much. Oh, and it's in, let's talk about the bag.
Yes.
Because she extended, this bag.
It's
Do you love your pink one as much as I love this one?
So I wish I had brought it over. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
I
obsessed.
love it. I think it is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yarn Seller Studios has extended the discount coupon till August 31st.
Mm-hmm.
LegacyKnitz 15.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's terrific.
It's awesome. Highly recommend it.
Everything about it. Not only the print I love, but it's even the bag itself. It's
so
perfect.
nice, yeah.
It really is. And it's perfect for a lightweight sweater. It like I almost said featherweight. I could have all my yarn in here, and I come all the way here, and I only bring that one skein.
But look at how much more
I know.
left.
I couldn't finish it in 2 days. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's it for my knitting, and it's not wanting to close for me right now.
No, I think that's actually all for my knitting too.
Okay. Should we talk spinning?
Yes, I think you should.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Gabby, you're going to be so proud of me.
She's doing a good job.
Well,
Very good job.
it's like she's going to go, really? That's all?
But she knows. She was a beginner once too.
I know. So, Gabby, Once Upon a Corgi, one of my favorite people on earth, sent me this beautiful Rolex. She made them. I don't know if her and Adrian both, Freakish Lemon, Adrian, did these together, or he has a blending board. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I love them. So she sent me this because on my Periscope I talk about spindle spinning a lot. My want to do it. I can't even take them out of the plastic because I love them so much. I'm going to have a really hard time using them, but I'm going to use them because she's going to come and we're going to make more.
It's so fun.
I can use my hand carders to make Rolex, they say. Aileen told me that.
Cool.
Okay, so then not only did she send me that, she sent me her first spindle that she used.
That was so sweet.
She got it at the Coventry Farmers Market, which is by me. There's so many seagulls flying around.
Ben calls them air rats.
Oh, they kind of are. Only Ben would say that out loud.
He calls them that a lot. Like when we go to the park, he's like, oh, the air rats are out today.
Oh, I don't even like that you just said that because now that's what I'm going to think about.
No.
Okay, so this spindle, because I keep talking about I don't know what kind of spindle to buy and I'm so afraid to spend the money. I know that doesn't look like a lot.
It is.
But I did it. Aren't you proud of me, Gabby? I did it. So I wish I remembered. Oh, spun right round. I think when I ordered a bat from them, again, in my stash, they sent me this to play with. So I can't go to this yet. I can't. It's too beautiful. But I think Rolex are going to be easier to spin.
Think so?
I don't know. I know nothing. So anyways, I went to the Massachusetts Sheep and Wool Festival, and I forgot who it was there, but she was so wonderful. She said, spin 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes at a time, not a day. 10 minutes at a time and put it down, no matter where you're at. If you're doing good, if you're doing bad, 10 minutes. And I've been trying to do that like 2 or 3 times a day. Maybe only 2 days.
You're still learning.
I'm learning. And I tried to do it here to show Chelsea because, Gabby, when I master this, and I have some spindles coming my way from another lovely viewer that she makes, and I will give you that information next week when I show them. Once I graduate to them, it's going to take me a while. I'm still really going to love this one for a while because I do love it. But then, if you don't mind, Gabby, I'm going to pass it on to Chelsea.
I've already expressed my concern.
Well, she said that about sewing. I don't believe
But
her.
not because of my patience level, because of my lack of desire. This is purely
patience.
Like watching Mom do it the other day.
Well, it was windy.
Oh, no.
It was windy in here. Like, you can't have any wind when you spin. Can you? I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up as an excuse.
I don't know.
So I think you're going to love it, and I think you're going to be a natural. And you got to do what I'm going to do. Like 10 minutes, it keeps falling, you put it away.
I feel like putting it away is going to be throwing it to the other end of the apartment.
No, I'm going to make her. I'm going to make her. Okay, so Gabby, that's my plan. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and you are going to be the reason I am a spinner.
I love that.
I'm so excited.
She's a spinner. It's over.
This mail, all mail warms my heart. But this was giving me something that, I don't know, just lovely. I wish I could get the spinning down. I'm struggling. See, why does it do that? Somebody tell me. And I'm doing the park and draft, which I fought forever because I felt like it wasn't true spinning. I didn't want to have to park and draft. I'm parking and drafting because, and that's what that girl told me, because eventually you're just going to stop. It's just going to naturally, you're going to just...
You won't have to do it
You're not even going to think about it. And you're, so, thank you, Gabby. You're the bestest.
The bestest.
You're the bestest. You really are. Once Upon a Corgi, you guys, if you don't watch her,
watch her.
She's mine when it, there's a lot of those, but she's one of mine. When it comes up, I watch immediately. I don't wait because I so enjoy. Yeah. Anyways, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank
so cool.
You. That's it. So that was what I got in the mail this week.
Not the only thing you got in the mail this week.
Oh, see, I was going to forget that. Do you have?
I almost did too.
Where
I don't
is
have
mine. I knew this was going to happen. Hold on. Just give me a minute.
Guys, this is so fun.
Unbelievable.
I can't wait to show you. I'm going to post a picture on Instagram.
I have misplaced this since I've been here.
Is it in your...
35 times.
It's not in your big bag behind you, is it?
No. It could be in this. Oh, I think I know where it is. Honest to God.
So Barbara from the Knitting I Love podcast sent us...
Barbara.
Oh my God. Well, okay, so it came. Mom will show you how it came packaged up. I couldn't resist. I had to take it out.
And I'm so glad because you're putting it... I have to go look for it.
Go look for it. I'm going to talk about it.
I'm the worst.
She sent us, look at this.
Oh, it's right here.
It's this piece of fabric. And it has little
like
holes.
foam.
It's like foam-ish, yeah. And it has little holes so you can keep all of your progress keepers. I don't know how to show it like that, but yeah, like that.
So it comes like this. So I'm going to take mine out.
Yeah.
And Barbara, I mean, all I did was write on Instagram, like, oh my gosh, those are the coolest. And she was like, I want to send one to you and Chelsea and one of your viewers. So this is going to go in the 4,000 viewer.
Yep, this is going to be a part of the minute
part
we
of
hit
it.
4,000 subscribers.
So make sure you subscribe because we want to give this away so badly.
But like, look at how convenient. So this is my thing. I have this tin that
which is a pain. I have the same tin that I love.
I love it, but when you want a progress keeper, I feel like it's like you shift around. You have to move around and see which ones are stitch markers, which ones are progress keepers. So for me now, I have this whole thing, and I plop it right in there. And when I say I need a progress keeper, I pull it out, and I can very easily go through and see exactly which ones I have available to use.
But this is what's even more clever and ingenious than this beautiful piece of foam. And she also does the double point.
The DPN cozy
cozy. So, okay. So I go, well, you know, I have a lot of lobster claws now. I need more markers, just plain stitch markers. So it's both. You turn it upside down. It's a stitch marker. There's a loop.
It's
Barbara,
genius.
you're brilliant.
You really are. It's unbelievable. So it came with 3 of those that Mom was just talking about, the stitch marker, progress keeper, and then also just a regular progress keeper.
Yeah.
Mine is the 4-leaf. Wait, it did come with this,
Mine
right?
is 2, yep.
4-leaf clover,
4-leaf clover. And she's left room to put all more on there.
As you can see.
So, you guys, I'm telling you, I love this.
I'm obsessed. It's so smart.
It's so smart. I cannot wait to put all of my other... And I'm going to do just like you, all the progress. Well, obviously, you can't put the other ones on.
Yeah.
I haven't had enough coffee today.
Really?
This is why she's smarter. She has lots of coffee.
It's just the caffeine. It's not even intelligence.
It is.
It's just...
So, yeah. So, honest to God.
Like, how cool is that? Wouldn't it... Isn't it... I just feel like the luxury of being able to just say, I need a progress keeper. Boop, here they all are. Instead of saying, oh, let's shift around. Let's see this one.
But not only that, it's so... pleasing to the eye. That's the piece I love. Like when I saw it on Instagram, I said, that is just so pretty. So the one we have for you is still at home. It's orange, I believe.
Love it.
I love it. So, name for a podcast?
Knitting I Love.
Knitting I Love. Thank you. I cannot remember names.
That's okay.
If you don't watch her,
she's great.
She's the Polish girl living in Ireland. That's how I think of her, Barbara, the Polish girl living in Ireland, because that's what she says.
That's fair.
It's hysterical. I love her. Thank you. This was so thoughtful of you.
It was.
It came so quickly. I'd kind of forgotten I had given her our address. I love them. So that is going to be in our giveaway.
It'll be a part of it. There's going to be a pattern.
And if you can't wait for that, just go to her. I'm sure she's got a website.
I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
I'll do that research afterwards.
Yeah. I don't know if she has an Etsy shop. I don't know that for a fact.
I don't know either.
But we will give you the information where you could go and get one because... And her double point needle holders, I've loved those since the day
They're so cute.
They came out.
You raved about them the minute you saw
them.
them.
I love them. And we are a name in her jar.
I know.
She puts podcasters' names in her jar.
So
podcasters she loves. I was so honored when I turned that on once. It was a long time ago, and she had our name in the jar. I was like, oh my God, we're in the jar.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. We're obsessed. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah.
So I feel like, do we have any like picks of the week or like books or movies or anything like that? Okay, go for it.
I so hesitate to share things about that are a little off color But everyone else does. And I loved it. It's very adult, but I'm an adult. Catastrophe.
I still haven't watched it, so I
on
can't
Amazon
endorse.
Prime. I feel better because Gabby watched it and Melissa, Spicy Homemaker, and they both loved it. It's not super inappropriate. It's very funny. Very funny. But it's adults. I mean, it's not for a teenager to sit around and
I don't
watch.
think we're really recommending.
We're not. You're right. So I loved it. Catastrophe. There's 2 seasons. It's on Amazon Prime. The first season only has 8 episodes. They're short.
There's like a pilot series or a pilot season.
But the second season only had 6. It's super weird. It's an American that goes to London and meets up with an Irish girl. I think she's Irish. Pretty sure she's Irish. The humor is terrific.
Super funny.
I thought at first, like, maybe it's just me, but both Gabby and Melissa said hysterical. So that would be my pick of the week.
I like it. I still need to watch that because you did text me.
You will love
it immediately. I need to do it. I need to figure out how to get my Amazon Prime on the TV.
You will love it. You can get it on your computer, though, can't you? Or no? Both are still.
Yeah, but I don't like watching things on my computer as much if I'm in here because it's just,
I watch everything on my computer.
Yeah. I've been watching Gilmore Girls pretty much 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Between that and I watched the entire 4th season of Orange is the New Black in one day.
Did you like it? Were you the one that said, no, you won't like it at all,
Yes,
Mom?
I've said that to you. Don't watch it. You'll
No.
hate it. I loved it. But I've also followed it. It is riveting this season.
Is it really hard to watch, disturbing?
Yes.
See, I don't think I'm up for it. I don't like prison things. I was shocked when I watched the first season and loved it. Loved it. I was shocked.
Yeah. You would hate it.
I know.
Don't watch it.
The second season, I was disappointed. Last season, is there 3 or 4?
4. This was 4.
Last season, I don't even know that I watched. It just got to be heavy, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, don't watch it.
Okay, I'm not going to watch it.
But for anybody that doesn't mind, it's drama. It's a heavy subject, but there is definitely sprinkling of humor in there. They do a good job of trying to balance that out. But I thought the writing was great. The acting was great.
There's such good people in it. That's what I miss is the people because I really liked them.
Oh, it's chilling. Like, I have goosebumps right now even just thinking about it. It's so
See, you're
good.
making me because I hate to not know. Like, I'm that youngest child that has to know everything that's going on and be aware and in it. And
you and Benny.
I know. Yeah. Game of Thrones.
For anybody that watches, you know what we're talking about.
We're not going to talk about it.
We can't talk about it because that would be a huge spoiler.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the fact that I've struggled watching it. I have not watched all of it. I've watched it in bits and pieces. This season, I've watched pretty much all of it, but not this past one, but the one before was too gruesome. I remember thinking, nope, can't do this. Mm-hmm. And then I did watch this week's. Wow.
It was beautiful. Let's start there.
I have to watch it again.
Yeah, it was.
I have never seen so much happen in one episode of anything I've ever watched. Mm-hmm. Ever. It was so overstimulating. Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was terrific.
The imagery was beautiful. The sound editing was insane.
I've got to watch it for that reason now.
The story, oh my God.
When I watch it, I brace myself so I don't... Like, now that I know what happened, I feel like I can rewatch it, which we always do. We always watch it, Dave, and then I'm in the outskirts watching.
I think a lot of people that watch Game of Thrones tend to watch the episodes twice.
Yeah, I feel like everyone I know, which is you, Jacob, Justin,
Ben.
Dad. Ben?
Well, he's getting there. He wants to. He wants to watch.
See, that's like me. I want to be part of it.
Yeah.
I don't like to miss out on anything. Yeah. I did finish, and then this is all... I did finish Bloodline, Season 2. I loved it.
You liked it?
I loved it.
That's awesome.
I hate waiting for a season to start again.
Don't even get me started. I watched 13 hours of television one day.
For which one?
Orange is the New Black. They're hour-long episodes.
Weren't you depressed?
No.
No? Mm-mm. Holy cow.
13 hours in one day, guys.
I watched Catastrophe, which is half-hour episodes. I think they're half-hour. Mm-hmm. I watched one season one day and the next.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I love binge watching television. I love television.
Me too.
And I love that people in this community are huge television watchers, and we don't apologize for it.
No, I don't care.
I feel like people do apologize. Like, not in this community. I love that we all embrace our series TV, our binge watching.
Or like they feel guilty for watching so much.
Yeah, but you know what? Why would we feel guilty? We're knitting.
Right.
That's the thing. I think that's why we don't feel guilty about it.
Yeah, we're multitasking.
Because we're multitasking. That's it. So, I can't decide if I'm staying or going home today.
Yeah, we still need to figure that out.
We need to figure that out.
My needle's coming undone.
Oh!
I don't get the interchangeable
I don't get them either.
I don't get how
I do with the hayas, but I know you're supposed to.
Yeah, I don't get it. I tried, and the little key that you're supposed to tighten it with, it just was like...
Yeah, we were laughing about the key.
It's like, that's stupid. It's not doing anything.
All right, girls and men.
Girls and boys.
Girls and boys.
Thank you for spending time with us, and hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to subscribe or like it or whatever.
Next week will be split screen.
Yep, we'll be split screen.
We do have to try to remember. Amy said this, and she's right. We forgot to high five.
Oh, well, it was not a standard episode.
Yes,
that's the reason we had it be a mini-sode.
Yeah.
So any unusual things that happened, it was intentional. We weren't trying to have it pump out a new episode.
Right.
It was just a...
But you know what I kind of feel like we should do for the summer? You know how some people are going to like every 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should do mini-sodes.
That could work.
Commit to like a half hour. That way there's not a lot of editing.
Yeah, that's a
good idea. We might. Who knows? We'll change our mind by tomorrow.
That. Yeah, we will.
We can do whatever we want.
So happy summer.
Happy summer. I love summer.
Yeah. And have a great week.
My float is blown up for floating.
I still need to go for swim in the lake for the first time.
I should have done that yesterday.
You didn't bring a bathing suit.
I would have loved to have done that yesterday.
You didn't have a bathing suit.
I know.
That is a crucial component to going
I could have even just gone up to my knees.
That's true. All right. Well, anyway.
All right. Needles up, guys.
Needles up.
Thanks for being here.
Bye.